What up, B Squad? It's your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for Love After Lockup. Actually, Life After Lockup, you guys. Season number what? Season 5, episode 14. And this episode is titled TikTok, you guys. So before we get into this episode, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss Life After Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys, so I guess we'll start up where the episode opened, and we'll just start with Brittany and Key-Rock. So it really wasn't a whole lot with Brittany and Key-Rock scene. Like I said last week, you guys, if this were me and I was in a, ready to get proposed to and whatnot, and the person I'm with says, "Hey, babe, we got to go skydiving," I'd like say, "What now? To prove that I love you? Oh, no, 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 no. You're good. We can break up. I'm sorry. We ain't got to be together." It would just absolutely be a hell to the no for me. That's not romantic for me to be on the cusp of unliving myself. Like, no, thank you. I wouldn't want that. I would not want that. I would not want that. It would be a whole absolute hell no for me. Period, point blank. But Brittany and Key-Rock, they jumped from the plane and they landed safely. Now his family, he had them waiting on the ground with signs that said, "Will you marry me?" And so when they landed, Key-Rock asked Brittany to marry him, and she said yes. And so he told Brittany how he got, he talked to her grandmother and got her, her blessing to do this, right? I was trying to think about what the word is that I want to say. Blessing. Duh, JB. Now, Brittany called her grandmother and told her grandmother, and her grandmother was like, "Yeah, he definitely, he had already told me." And, she's happy for them. So that's that with Brittany and Key-Rock. And let's pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys, next up, let's go ahead and get it out. Lindsay and Blaine. Lindsay and Blaine are back on my screen. And for what reason, I do not know. I don't like seeing either one of them. I think they're both terrible people. Lindsay, top of the list. So Lindsay, you guys remember her daughter Miley Grace. So Miley Grace is 13 years old and she is getting ready to move in with Lindsay. I was like, okay, very interesting. Now, they're setting up this room, and I noticed that there was a little boy in the room with them. I was like, and then I looked at the little boy. I was like, wow, that is Blaine's child, because he has Blaine's face. Exactly. And lo and behold, he is Blaine's son. Kaysen or something like that, 8 years old. And Blaine was like, his mom couldn't, handle the responsibilities of being a mother. And I was like, and you can handle the responsibilities of being a father? And he said, he was raised by his grandmother and now he has custody of him. I was like, you know what? Mind your business. It's best to mind my business, right? Now, we also found out they have a new place. Congratulations to them. I don't really give a fuck. Now, we see Miley Grace. So Miley Grace, you guys know that she has been living with Lindsay's mother, a.k.a. her grandmother, for as long as she's been in prison, right? So they're on their way over to Lindsay's crib. And, Lindsay's mom was like, if you feel any way about it, you don't have to stay. Like, you can change your mind at any point. Even when they put up in the driveway, she's like, you can still change your mind. And so Miley Grace ended up staying. And Lindsay and her mom talked, and she was like, it's kind of hard for her. So we actually went a little bit deeper into this, because Lindsay's grandmother, well, her mom is her step grandmother. So she's not, related to her by blood. And I was like, wow, that woman is a saint. There's a special place in heaven for her when she leaves this earth, because that is a big thing to do, that you raise your stepdaughter's daughter and then you raise Lindsay's daughter. Wow. Amazing. She's a special woman. And then she was telling her how she's feeling how it's kind of a little hard for her. One, because Miley Grace was there when she lost her husband, but she's been raising Miley Grace since Lindsay's been in prison, so she's grown pretty attached to her, and she's just a little bit. She's worried as well about Lindsay, but she wants Lindsay to take her daughter, raise her daughter, and we'll see how things end up this season with Lindsay. As much as I don't like Lindsay, and I'm being real 100% honest with you guys, as much as I don't like Lindsay, I do hope that she can be the best mother she can for her daughter. Now, let me point out something real quick that I saw in that room that I was about to say, what the fuck was that? Did y'all see in Miley Grace's room where there was a flag in the back on her wall, hanging behind her bed, right? And it just said Save America 2024. Am I the only person who, for a brief second, thought that was one of them Trump flags? I was like, I know y'all not finna just freely show that shit on television that y'all are MAGA, but they're not. I think it said Swift Save America 2024, so I'm assuming that that's Taylor Swift. I could be wrong, but who knows? That's it for Lindsay and Blaine. Again, like I said, I don't necessarily know why they're on my television. I've never really saw it for Lindsay and Blaine. I still don't see it for Lindsay and Blaine. So yeah, you guys, that's really all I got for them. If you guys want to discuss anything different with them, which I doubt y'all will as well, leave them down in the comment section, and we'll pause here and move forward, you guys. Next up, you guys, Justine and Michael are back, you guys. Much like I felt last season about Michael, I still feel the same way about them. And this whole move out to Vegas, I still feel like it's very selfish from Michael when you got your kids out in fucking Rhode Island and you want to move to Vegas for your rap career. Michael, let me give you a little bit of friendly advice, right? You suck as a rapper, just period, point blank. No one wants that. No shade. I'm all about uplifting people, but sir, your music was terrible. The music that we heard on the show, it sucked. Sucked. Now, if y'all want to go out there to be closer to, which that's still kind of fucked up too. If y'all were saying, hey, we just want to go out here to be closer to Kylie, that would still be fucked up too because you got other kids to think about. And then the fact that y'all don't want to tell the other kids that y'all are potentially moving to Vegas, I'm like, that's very selfish as well. It's extremely selfish to not want to tell the kids that, hey, we're thinking about moving to Vegas. So Michael and Justine are out there in Rhode Island, right? And they're going to go see the kids. Once again, they keep saying, let's not tell the other kids that we're potentially moving to Rhode Island. I was like, are y'all serious? But you know what? It is what it is. They don't want to tell the kids. Now, they got the kids because they're going to be doing a family day with all of Michael's kids and all of Justine's kids. And I was like, that's sweet. But again, remember, we're not telling the kids that we're potentially moving to Las Vegas. Once again, selfish as all fuck. My personal opinion, that's how I feel. You guys definitely tell me how you feel. Selfish as all of the F-U-C-K, right? Well, the cat's out of the bag, you guys, because Justine's oldest daughter, I don't know if she meant to let it slip that they were potentially moving to Vegas, or if somebody had told her to do that, because it kind of felt like production or somebody had gotten her ear was like, hey, why don't you tell her that you guys are moving to Vegas and let's get a reaction from it on camera. That's kind of what it gave to me. It's my opinion. That's what it gave to me. You guys tell me am I the only one who caught that? Because that's what it felt like to me. But that was really all that happened with Justine and Michael in this episode. Not a whole lot. We'll pause here and we'll move forward, you guys. Next up, you guys, Chevelle and Quaylon. Now, let me ask this question, because I know I saw it, but I don't know if I believe it or not. Because Chevelle claims that she got a BBL, right? And I don't want to body shame a woman, but what we can shame is the motherfucking wigs. Chevelle, your wig still look terrible as hell. Like, damn, you ain't got, like, where do you buy this cheap synthetic looking? First of all, it's cheap and synthetic looking. Then it ain't got no goddamn part. Now we can shame that. We ain't gonna shame your body. But what we are gonna shame is that goddamn damn atrocious ass wigs. But back to Chevelle, this is no shade. But I thought she had a BBL and it doesn't look like she had a BBL. I'm not being funny, but she still looks the same as when we first met her, and terrible clothes and all. That's what we're gonna shame. Chevelle's terrible choices in clothes and in wigs. But if now what I will say though, if you did get a BBL, I would just sue the doctor for medical malpractice, because when you get a BBL, your waist is supposed, your stomach is supposed to be, and I'm not saying that her stomach ain't sucked in, but she just still, what I will say, one thing about Chevelle is she's very top heavy. Like, she got big boobs, but her mama got big boobs too. Speaking of her mama, Quaylon's mama told that woman she was shaped like SpongeBob. I was like, man, that was low to tell a woman she was shaped like SpongeBob. Now, they still talking about this venue. I was like, why are we arguing about the venue? They ain't even said that they wanted the venue. They're just looking at the venue. And if we're going about how tradition works, the father of the bride pays for the wedding. So, if we're going by tradition, they don't look like they go by tradition. I'm just saying that ain't no shade. But yeah. Now, her mama was like, when it comes down to paying for the wedding, she'll do the dress, she'll do whatever. But as far as this venue, she ain't really feeling it, because she don't want to pay for the wedding for a wedding to Quaylon. I was like, okay. I mean, I guess also something else that I noticed in this episode, but I think we had all said this previously about him. In his interviews, his eyes are always dilated looking. Something that I've always noticed with him. Now, we later see them at their place, and so Chevelle's daughter, Maila, came, and she's 8 years old now. She's grown up since the last time we saw her. Now, Chevelle is wondering if they are rushing the wedding, and Quaylon says, don't let their families get in her head. I was like, well, the woman did say you made a 360, so there's that. And a 360 is what? Circle. Just saying. So there is a reason to worry if he's made a 360. I'm being shady. Now, what else happened with them? Here's a question, because I noticed they were making spaghetti. How do you guys, when you guys make spaghetti, how do you guys do it? Because I noticed that she had mixed in the meat and the pasta sauce with the noodles already. How do y'all do it when y'all make pasta? When y'all make spaghetti, right? Do y'all cook the pasta separately and the meat and the pasta sauce in one thing, and then when you go to eat, you grab the pasta, put the pasta on the plate, and then come with the sauce and put it on top of the spaghetti? Do you do it like that, or do you do what she did? Questions that I just want to know. I'm not going to say how I do it. I don't know how you guys do it. Because I know most people do it the first way that I said, right? You cook the noodles separately, and then you cook the meat and the pasta sauce in one pot, and you cook that, and then you get the pasta, the little thing that you scoop up the pasta with, slap it on the plate, and slap the meat and, the sauce on the noodles. But like I said, she done mixed them all in together. Yeah, it's a way to eat it. I mean, it's gonna go down the same way, but very interesting. I don't think I've ever saw people do that. I guess I just told you guys how I do it. That's how, because I mean, even when you go to a restaurant, well, I don't know. I've never done it that way. I've just never put my noodles and my meat in the same pot. I've never done it. I've never done it. And that's no shade to anybody who doesn't do it the way I do it. I'm just asking. I'm just saying. I've never saw anybody do it that way. No shade. let's pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys, next up, Melissa and Louie. You guys know how I feel about Melissa. The one thing that I gotta say about Melissa is I need you to grow up, Melissa, because you literally are stuck in high school and it's not cute. I'm also noticing that there is a big competition between Donna and Melissa. They're vying to be basically it's like they want to be the only woman in Louie's life or the main woman in Louie's life. And it's like, God damn, y'all just can't put the pettiness aside, but it is what it is. Now, Melissa did apologize to Louie for how she treated him the night before, right? And he got up and made breakfast for her. Now, you heard, I don't eat eggs, so I don't really know how to make eggs, but I have watched my family and my friends who cook and eat eggs. I definitely have watched them make eggs, and the way Louie made them eggs, I didn't see him use not now salt or pepper in the eggs. He just whipped them eggs up, and I was like, you ain't gonna put no. I know sometimes people, again, I saw people do this. Again, I don't eat eggs, so I can't say. I have saw people put cheese in their eggs, but that's if you make an omelet, though. And that's what that was. That was an omelet that he made. He literally made an omelet. But, or was that an omelet? Because it wasn't scrambled. That egg definitely wasn't scrambled. I know that much. It wasn't scrambled. But, I noticed, ouch, I bit my tongue. I do know that I did notice that man did not put any bits of pepper or salt in them eggs. And then I saw her put ketchup on it. Do y'all eat eggs with ketchup on it? If y'all do, it is what it is. Now, remember, she's going to a barbecue at her family's house, right? And they leave for the barbecue. So Louie is asking her, did she tell her family? She said, no, we're going to surprise them just like you surprised me. Now, what I will say is when they did pull up to the family's house, when her daddy said that Melissa will find the trash and bring it home, I was like, if there's garbage out there, his daughter will find it, is what he said. I was like, damn. And it was right where Louie could hear it. I was like, fudge, sickles. Now, I did not like how they came at Louie because I kind of felt like they were being very judgmental of Louie. And I didn't appreciate that. And shout out to the people who let me know last week that Melissa works at a post office as well. So thank you guys for that clarification. Here's my thing with this. Louie is fresh out of prison. What kind of job do y'all think he's going to get? At least he has a job. I could see it if he didn't have a damn job. But the man is working at a pizzeria. He got some kind of income. He's saving his money. He came up here to visit your sister, your daughter, and y'all are coming at him so hardcore. I didn't appreciate that. Then Donna called. I was like, oh shit. Y'all know how Donna is when Donna get on that phone and anybody from Melissa's side is on the other side, she finna go off on him, and that's exactly what happened. I was like, oh shit. Now Donna, we gotta, loosen them reins a little bit, sis. You know the saying in the Bible, leave and cleave, right? He who findeth a woman finds a good thing. Isn't that what that saying is? Like, yeah, Donna. Now, I know you might not like Melissa, but your son likes Melissa. For what reason, I do not know. Now, after the barbecue, Melissa took Louie to their high school. I was like, oh my God, Melissa, please grow up. And even Louie had to say, get out of high school, basically. But he did tell her he wants to move forward with the relationship. I was like, you do? Okay, Louie, have fun with it. Do I think Melissa's a bad person? Nah, I think Melissa just needs to grow the hell up. That's really all it is. Now, we'll pause here, you guys, and we're going to wrap up this episode, shall we? Okay, you guys, so the last thing in the episode is Taylor and Chance, you guys. The main thing that I gotta say, like I said last week, this shit is fake. Now, their son, he's gotten really big, and he looks a lot like Chance. Now, Chance is worried about Bobo, whatever the hell his name is. The man that called him last week and telling him about the $1,000. Sir. Never mind, let it go. Bobby came over. Bobby looked really good, you guys. She's sober And she's in a new relationship. She's in a relationship with a guy named Scott. Scott is black. I was slightly surprised to see that, but congratulations, Bobby. And so she told Taylor how she and Scott are looking for their own place and they should be in their place by August. And so Taylor, no, not Taylor, Bobby told Taylor that she had something to tell her, right? I was thinking the same thing that Taylor said. Girl, you pregnant, ain't you? She said, no, I'm not pregnant. But what we did find out is that Bobby and Scott are engaged. So chances like Taylor, not Taylor, but Bobby shouldn't get married before they get married. I was like, why not? Y'all ain't got no funds to get married. Y'all are broke as hell, and you are trying to be a jack of all trades, and you are a master of not a one of them. Like, this man forever has a hustle. And then him and Scott left, and this man went to go look for a limo. I was like, a limo? And in that limo that he was in the back seat of, speaking of which, that man's feet were dirty. Sir, if you knew that your feet were dirty, you should have not have put your feet on that seat with them black. Your feet were as black as your feet was as black as my goddamn remote, like black as hell, dirty. Chance just, what's wrong with just going out and getting a job? Damn, like you gotta come up with a con and a hustle for every fucking thing. Get a goddamn job. My God. Go find a job. When are you supposed to be making at one point, like what, $60,000, $70,000 a year? What happened to that job? Did you get fired? I'm just asking a legitimate question. What happened to that job? Because I don't remember. Now, where are we at? Taylor. When you showed Bobby around that house, ma'am, were you not embarrassed? Because I was embarrassed for you. That house was filthy. And then the things that you were showing her that Chance did, it looked like a war zone. I'm just being funny. I'm just being, not funny, I'm being for real. It looked like a goddamn war zone. Now, after Chance had left with Scott, there was this car that kept driving up and down the road. Up and down the road. Turns out it must be Bobo, Balbo, whatever the hell the man's name is. I forgot what the man's name is. It must be him. Because he asked her, where's your old man at? She said, he's not here. He said, when will he be back? She said, I don't know. And he said, well, tell him TikTok. I was like, pump the brakes real quick. Pump the fucking brakes. Number one, how the fuck did this man find out where they lived at? He just got out of fucking prison. Number two, he just happens to be driving up and down the road at the same time that the camera crew is here. Y'all must think I'm stupid. Y'all must think we stupid. That was the episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comment section below, you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your post notifications on and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe out there, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I will catch you guys in the next one.